Good morning, guys. This is Heather from Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. And it's a beautiful morning. It is a Tuesday morning, and we had really rough weather all week. And so we're going to go open up the little greenhouse and let the seedlings air out. You can see they've got lots of moisture in there. I think last night was the last coolish night we're going to have for a long time. I think we're done. I think this is it. Was it 38 last night? Kind of took a chance leaving them out here at 38, but they've been out here in the greenhouse on days that it is like, I don't know, at night 42, 45. Let's see how they did. And there's so many of them. They can help, keep each other warm. They look good. They look real good. There are no eggplants. There are no peppers. There are no basils out here. And there's some of my flower seedlings on the bottom that I separated that needed to stay warm. Some of the rose cuttings. That's a separate video coming up. Zinnia. More tomatoes. So primarily tomatoes. I think they look pretty good. Everyone, including the eggplants and peppers and flowers, everyone got a diluted fertilized feeding yesterday, and I checked soil moisture levels and made sure everyone was nice and moist. And I think that's it. I think they look good. So where do we go from here? What is this, week 6? Is this week 6? The ones that are in pots like this are going to need to go ahead and get into a solo cup like that, so that I can get them ready for sale. Probably in a week to 2 is when I will try to find homes for them. Obviously I can't keep this many tomatoes even if I wanted to. It's the black cherry back there. I can't wait to try that. This is that Supremo hybrid Roma bush that I got. I'm not really happy with it so far. And look at this weird one. This kind of like really wonky. Not sure if that will produce. All right, let's head inside. I want to show you the eggplants and peppers. So we're back inside, and does this give you an idea of what's going on? You can see I've got a ring of salt around these 3 plants that are in quarantine. These are little basils, and they had slug damage. Pretty significant. You might not be able to see it on the video. I'll put a picture right here. You can see in the picture where there is the kind of slimy residue that the slugs leave behind. You can see how they've been munching and munching away. So these guys were pulled from the tray. I got a new tray. I inspected each seedling cup, and then I put all of those into a separate tray and put these guys in quarantine. So because it was cold last night and many nights this past week, my peppers have been inside. And so last night I put them into quarantine because I found the damage yesterday morning. So I've been dealing with, look at all my books I've got here. And you'll see this in future videos, but this season is starting off really disappointing and frustrating. I've been dealing with wireworms, radish maggots, flea beetles already, and of course the cabbage loopers, slugs, ants. What else? I think I'm missing something there. It's just overwhelming, and I've been kind of so down about it the last few days. I haven't really been focused on the garden. Plus it was Easter weekend and we were busy, but definitely upset about it. If you have any suggestions or encouragement, just shoot it my way because I really need it right now. But what I wanted to talk to you about is pruning basil. It's time to do that. And for these guys that are in quarantine, since our next 10-day forecast is good until our expected last frost date, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the ground and see if this solution is just to be out in nature and let some natural predators kind of take care of this issue with the slugs, if they're still present. Haven't seen any activity today, but let's flip the camera around. I want to show you the eggplants and peppers. So I really did kind of jinx myself last week when I said, I'm just going to go ahead and start leaving everyone out at night in the little greenhouse. Well, then we got some really bad weather and also cold weather. So the peppers have actually been in probably the last 4 nights, maybe 5. They did get a couple nights outside and then they had to come in. And I have been taking them out during the day when it's nice and warm. So here is the tray of basil. And so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little snips and we are going to snip. For these really tall guys, I think what I'm going to do is snip right above the first true leaf set, like right here. See that? And now that'll start to branch. For the smaller little guys, I'm probably not going to do that. What I'll probably do is maybe just, well, that one doesn't really have it. Maybe just wait on some of them, and then on some of the others, I'll come, you know, above the first set of leaves, again like that. I just want to get them nice and bushy so they look pretty for a plant sale. Now, I do not do that to my peppers. I know you can, and I know you can do it to tomatoes, but I had a bad experience one year when I topped my peppers, and I did do it when they were pretty big size. The problem was I started way too early, and my peppers got really huge really fast, and it was still cold out. So I learned my lesson with that. I don't start my plants until later in the season, but I just don't feel comfortable to top peppers after that experience. So that's just me. I'm not going to top anything. No topping of tomatoes or peppers for me, but yes, for basil. And what else? So this is it. This is all the eggplants and peppers. I think that they are ready, some of them to get into a solo cup, but a lot of them are quite small. And I do worry that maybe a couple varieties may be slightly stunted. I have to check into that today when I take everyone out of the tray. Remember, they all got a fertilized treatment yesterday, and they really look nice. I do wonder if some should move up to the next size cup to give them more room to grow a little quicker. So that's my update, guys. The pest issue outside in the garden really has me kind of down and frustrated, even because I'm having issues with the seedlings. You know, a few weeks ago it was the ants, and now I've got the slugs with some of the basil, and I'm sure that's from being outside so much the last couple weeks. Somehow they managed to get in there. But here's the indoor tomato plant update for the week 2. You can see that I do have a tomato ready to pick. I think I'll go ahead and pick it. It's not 100% ready, but it will finish quite nicely on the counter. And he is starting to put on, this poor thing. It just keeps going and going and going. He is putting on more flower buds. So he wants to live so desperately. And a couple of you suggested, thank you, why don't I just pick up this pot and take it outside? And I think I might do that. I'm just going to have to figure out a way to support the heavy growth on top. Right now it's just being supported with these 2 poles, but also a lot of the heavy top weight has went over to this aloe. Probably if I straighten up the stem, he's going to be at least, I don't know, 5 to 6 feet tall. He's not supposed to get that tall. He's a dwarf. But you can't tell him that because he has just been growing nonstop all winter and fall and now spring. So I'm going to let him keep growing. I'm going to take him outside, and maybe I'll wait for a day where it's really partly sunny, partly cloudy, and try to get him used to being outside. The problem is that pot is super, super heavy. So I'm not sure how often I'm going to be willing to lug him in and out to get him hardened off. May just have to put him out when I've got a couple days of really cloudy weather and let him just do, oops, dropped my tomato, do what he can do. All right, guys, that's going to end it for this video. Got lots of videos halfway completed. One of them is my pest pressure issue that I don't have the solution for yet, but I think I'm going to go ahead and post it because I would love if you guys could offer me some help with root maggot, radish maggot, and or wireworms. I think I have to throw away my whole radish crop. Probably have to throw away what broccoli I have left. It's just really devastating. So that video is coming out soon, and I hope you guys are having a great gardening day. Talk to you soon. Bye.